Most guys think the right time to start getting in shape for the Army is when they ship out. They figure basic training will get them fit and they'll rise to the top once they get there. The problem is that when you show up out of shape, you're not training to stand out. You're training just to survive. And the guys who are barely hanging on don't get opportunities when they get to their unit. If you show up prepared, you immediately separate yourself. You're faster on the runs, sharper during the physical events, and you recover quicker. You look like someone who takes this seriously, and the Army pays attention to that. Opportunities for things like special operations, better schools, fast tracking with promotions, it all starts with how you show up to your first unit. I'm John Hamilton, strength and conditioning coach and former Green Beret, and I help guys train for special operations selections and for long, healthy careers in the military. And today I'm going to walk you through exactly how to prepare for Army basic training the right way so you're not just ready to pass, you're ready to start your career on the right foot. And before we talk training, we need to be clear about what's actually required of you during this process. At basic, you're going to run a lot and you're going to do a lot of body weight work. So things like pull-ups, core, crawling, carries, buddy drags, all of it. You'll ruck under a load at slower paces, and you'll be tested on what's called the AFT or Army Fitness Test, which consists of a trap bar deadlift, hand release push-ups, the sprint drag carry, plank, and a 2-mile run. So before you ship, you want steady exposure to things like running, basic rucking, strength training, calisthenics, and ideally getting your feet used to the style of boots you're going to be wearing in the military. Small things like that go a long way. And yes, looking the part matters too. You don't have to be shredded when you show up, but showing up lean, strong, and capable changes the way your drill sergeants and your peers view you. People take you more seriously when you look like you train. It's just human nature. You don't need a complicated program. You just need consistency, balanced work, and progress over time. So here's the weekly structure I recommend if you have about 8 to 12 weeks before you ship out. You'll start with 3 full body strength sessions per week. These build your foundation. So things like strong legs, solid upper body strength, grip strength, and the core stability that carries over directly to things like rucks and long days on your feet. Full body training is ideal because it enables us to increase the frequency we're hitting the muscle groups without having one session just destroy a particular muscle group, then have debilitating soreness for the rest of the week. Next, you'll have 1 speed day per week. This is your hardest running session of the week. Things like hill sprints, 200 to 800 meter repeats, or structured intervals on the track. The goal isn't to destroy yourself, it's to teach your body to handle that intensity so you can compete in the 2-mile run on the AFT. Then you'll have 1 tempo day. This is a steady run, usually 2 to 5 miles at a pace that is challenging but sustainable. You should be uncomfortable during this run, but controlled. This builds the pace that you'll likely use on those test days. On top of that, you'll run 1 to 2 zone 2 sessions each week, and these are easy effort runs where you can still hold a conversation. And for these, do not worry about pacing. A lot of guys get wrapped up or worried that they're running too slow here. The goal is to spend time in the heart rate zone and get time on your feet. The speed and tempo days are where we worry about that pacing. Work up gradually until you're hitting 45 to 60 minute sessions pain-free, and you're gonna be looking solid endurance-wise. And finally, you'll do 1 ruck every other week. Start light, start short, and walking only. The goal isn't to try to match what you'll see in the military, it's to prepare your joints, tendons, and feet to handle the load. So build gradually. You're building durability, not trying to beat the events before you ever even get there. Now let me walk you through a sample strength day so you know exactly what this looks like in practice. You'll begin the strength session with a ramp warm-up. Raise your body temperature with a few minutes on the assault bike or jump rope. Activate your glutes, core, and upper back with movements like glute bridges, dead bugs, and band pull parts. Mobilize your hips, ankles, and thoracic spine with controlled movements. Then potentiate with 3 to 5 short accelerations or jumps. This gets your nervous system firing and prepares you for the real work of the session. From there, you move into your main strength block. This can be something like trap bar deadlifts for 3 sets of 3 to 5 reps. For this, I usually like to use the 5-3-1 method or an altered tactical barbell approach, but if you're just starting out, work on clean reps and leaving 1 to 2 reps in the tank, so not taking it to failure with these big movements. Follow that with something like dumbbell bench press, keeping your reps in the 6 to 8 rep range, then hit pull-ups or assisted pull-ups if needed, close to technical failure. So not to the point where you literally can't pull up anymore, but to the point where you can't pull with that perfect form you demonstrated earlier in the set. Then finish the strength portion with a movement like T push-ups paired with curl and presses to train the shoulders and arms under a bit of fatigue. For your finisher, you'll do something that builds real world performance and core strength. So something like a front rack carry is perfect here for 20 to 30 meters paired with Powell-off presses for 8 to 10 reps per side. Then repeat this for 3 to 4 rounds. This builds posture, breathing control, and the kind of strength that transfers directly to military tasks. If you pair this type of training with decent nutrition, recovery, and consistency, you're going to show up to basic training ahead of your peers and with a solid foundation. You'll run better, recover faster, handle long training days without falling apart, and you'll stand out from day one. And this matters because it builds the habits and puts you in a position to compete for the best opportunities through basic and once you get to your unit. Don't overcomplicate this. You don't need special supplements or fancy gear. You need consistent strength work. You need to gradually build running mileage, exposure to load through basic rucking, and enough fuel to support the training. Train like someone who's about to enter a profession where fitness is part of the job, because it is, and early on, it's one of the few things your superiors will be able to judge you on. If you want a custom training plan built around your timeline, your fitness levels, your goals, and coaching to make sure you're actually ready, use the link in the description to see if our program is a good fit for you. We also have a free training guide down below that walks you through everything we discussed here and a lot more in depth. Appreciate you watching. Train hard, train smart, and I'll see you in the next one.